in here, y'all. You already know the business. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? What's great? Thank you for joining us on this special episode 50 to Can the Brothas Get a Rap Podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild. I'm joined with my brother from another mother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. One of the best photographers in the world. My co-host Santana, say something to the people.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Like my bro said, episode 50. Big monumental occasion right here. You already know how we do. We already got a top tier show for y'all. Jam packed with mad shit. We just gonna get right to it. So you know what I'm saying? For the big 50. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Big 50, y'all. I'm hyped, bro. I'm mad excited. Like, when we started the podcast, bro, I couldn't imagine what the 50th episode would look like, bro. I couldn't even imagine it, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And we rocking out, people showing it, tapping in, and showing that love. Yo, shout out to the team, OUV Records. Shout out to Kelly Cole. Shout out to Culture Talk. Shout out to Monica in the building. Some of our day ones already in the building. So you already know, man. I'm just wild excited. The NFL draft is on. Like, the NFL draft is one of my favorite days of the year, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel excited. The big names already went. So, you know, I'm going to be sharing that love with y'all. I'm going to be looking at my phone. Keep y'all, you know, updated while y'all on watching this, you know, getting this gumbo. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get it. All right, first question of the night. Popular opinions. This segment is brought to you by none other than OUV Records, where the label motto is create, document, and inspire. Stay in tune with the latest music and merchandise on Instagram at OUV Records. All right, first question of the night. Which is needed more? Number one, bigger personal loans. 2, free startup business space. 3, small business grants. 4, low cost of business vehicles. And y'all, don't forget to hit that like button and show some love in the chitty.
I'm gonna need better access to them grants. And I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need those grant. I'm gonna need that grant money. You know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
y'all giving away money. You know what I'm saying? So
Apparently,
it
that
should
y'all
be
didn't
no
have before.
it should be no reason why I need to go get a personal loan when you're giving away free money. So let me just get easy access to grants. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my choice is with the grants because that's free. That's the only one you don't gotta pay back.
That's a fact. People don't know like the difference between loans and grants. They go with loans and grants in the chat, but people don't realize the difference between grants and loans. Like, yo, a loan is something that you gotta pay back at some point, unless it's special exceptions to certain grants, right? But majority of the grants you gotta pay that back at some point, right? Grants is bread that, yo, this is for the business or this is for whatever that you're doing it for, and you know what I'm saying? You do what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? So a lot of people don't be understanding the difference between grants and loans. They went with grants in the chat. You went grants. Um, I'm kind of torn, to be honest with you, because that free startup business space in the long run is gonna be even it's gonna be huge. Pause. So me personally, I'm gonna go with free business startup space because you're avoiding paying the rent, and all you're doing is really, like, you could come up with startup capital, whether you work your 9 to 5 and you save up money. So there's always ways to find ways to have some sort of startup capital. But most people, most of their startup capital, it's done by the time they renovate and, you know, build up their shop or whatever that their business outlook is going to be. So me personally, I'm gonna go with the space because throughout time, if I'm not paying a monthly bill, you know, every month, then, you know, you know, I wouldn't have to worry about having really to go get it, but I'm just a go get it anyway. But I'm gonna go with free business space. I'm gonna go with free business space. Okay. And that was my reasoning why. The rest of the world, they went with free business startup space at 57%. At 57%. Even them low cost, like people don't realize them low cost of business vehicles is clutch too. But I like that grant. I like that grant. But what's the purpose of having the money, in my opinion, if you don't knock out the biggest bill, which is the space? All right, well, moving on, moving on. That all of them is muchly needed. You know what I'm saying? In the community right now. So all of them muchly needed. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's a tough Truey shirt, bro.
Oh,
I
appreciate it, man.
peeped that, bro. It just said religion. So you've been true to your religion.
Sorry, you know I'm staying true to it. You know what I'm saying? All the way. Yeah.
bro, or episodes back said he was true to his religion. So he true to his religion. I just peeped the religion and decided to like, yo, that's kind of tough, bro.
They
You know
might
what
as well
I'm
just holler at me, son. Just holler at me. Just hit me up. You know what I'm
saying? All right, so moving on. Our next question. Best Wayne's brother movie on this list. Best Wayne's brother movie on this list. Number one, Hollywood Shuffle. Number two, A Low Down Dirty Shame. Number three, White Chicks. Number four, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
saying?
That's a tough one right there, kid. Those are all classics. And I'm about to tell on myself after you make your pick.
I'm still. I gotta go with my all-time classic of that one. The Low Down Dirty Shame, son.
Low Down Dirty Shame, kid. Why you going with A Low Down Dirty Shame?
It's just my old. It's just one of my favorite movies, son. It's
Low,
it's like it's like Bad Boys, but it's not because bro was like on his down and out shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Taking risky business jobs and shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Bro trying to just keep his business up and trying to like, you know what I'm saying, just get the bad guys and shit
yeah,
and pay some bills. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It was just an ill movie, son. It was just a dope movie, son. It was just definitely needed around that time too. So and it came out before Bad Boys too. That
yeah.
shit came out in '94.
Yo,
So
shout
yeah.
out Sean in the building. Shout out Sean in the building. You already know one of the bros is in the building. He said a low down dirty shame as well too. We seeing
Yeah.
White in the chat as well. Um, you know what movie I thought was like borderline ass and very overrated until I rewatched it a couple days ago? Hollywood Shuffle.
You know, I haven't seen and sat down and really watched it. You know what I'm saying?
Hollywood Shuffle, we know to be a classic, but when I watched it when I was younger, I was like, this shit is ass. Like what's the big hoopla, right? So when I watched it a couple of days ago, I couldn't stop laughing. Even in the opening credits, I was crying, bro, because now I see why they say Hollywood Shuffle is funny, like really, really funny. And I got the totality of the whole movie and the concept of what they was trying to do. So they also mentioned in Mo Money as one of the Wayne's brothers
On the
movies.
list.
That is not on the list. It's definitely not on the list. Good movie, but not on the list. Good movie, but not on the list. But yeah, I'm gonna go with A Low Down Dirty Shame as well. So you went with A Low Down Dirty Shame. I went with A Low Down Dirty Shame. The chat going with Shane, White Chicks. Um, the rest of the world went with I'm Gonna Get You Sucker at 33%. That movie
Okay.
was tough, bro. That movie was tough. That movie was tough.
Hey, it was a tough list. So either one was still classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then Hollywood Shuffle, I didn't realize all the Wayne's brothers was in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got Damon. You had Damon. You had obviously Keenan Ivory Wayne. You had the sister in the movie. You had one of the younger brothers in the movie. I could have sworn I saw Sean. I could have sworn I saw Sean because when they was a little younger, Sean and Marlon was hard to kind of tell apart. So I think I saw Sean, but it was definitely Damon, Keenan, and Kim, and all their scenes was hilarious, hilarious. More Money should be on the list. Yeah, I can't take none of these movies out and put More Money on this list. To be honest with you, me personally, like I'm not taking out. Obviously, we're not taking out Low Down Dirty Shame. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Is so damn fun. Like to me, I'm gonna get you, sucker. Is like top 10, arguably in all comedies, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got Keenan Ivory Wayans, you got David Allen Greer, you got Janae Dubois, you got Damon Wayans, you got what you call him as well, Kadeem Hardison. And I think Kadeem Hardison and Damon Wayans, we should have saw more of their chemistry in other movies, because their chemistry in that movie, when they go to the crib in the butter suits or whatever, they like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, we came to collect, you know what I'm saying? And every time they gotta get to going, he's like, yo, you either take the stairs or you could take the window, G. You know what I'm saying? And you would think they could walk it down the stairs, like, nah, they had to roll their ass down the stairs. So they just, yo, that movie's top tier. And after seeing Hollywood Shuffle the other day, I couldn't take Hollywood Shuffle out. Me personally. Me personally. Would you put More Money in there or not?
Nah, not on that list. Not on that list.
Yeah, I agree. I
That's too.
agree. I agree. All right, well, moving on. Next question. Next question. Best casting in a movie on this list. Best casting in a movie on this list. Number one, Temptations, the movie Temptations, about the Temptations. Number two, Compton. Number three, What's Love Got to Do with It? Number four, Ray.
Ooh.
That's a tough one. Yo, shout out to Rowan 12 in the building. You already know. You already know. Thank you for tuning into our Big 50. This is the Big 50th episode.
Flags. I'm gonna have to fuck with Ray, son. Jamie
Ray?
Foxx movie was top tier, son. I'm gonna have to go with Ray on that one.
Okay. Would it just Jamie Foxx alone, or you know?
I mean, like everybody in the cast was everybody was good, you know what I'm saying? But it was just Jamie's portrayal of, you know what I'm saying, the main characters that just did it for me, you know what I'm saying? Especially the portrayal of the withdrawal scene, you know what I'm saying? Like when he went knee deep in the character and drew it out and really flushed out the character to really showcase what his life was, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was really the acting on that part.
Yeah. And like, man, he got that junky twitch. And you kept rocking back. Like, you can't shake the junk, man.
Yo.
And he just
Boy.
sitting there like, damn, that's my guy though. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm gonna go with Temptations. I'm gonna go with the Temptations movie. Me personally, I because it is it because they said casting, right? So I'm thinking of like all the groups. So they depicted all of the all of the Temptations that was in it. The main foundational artists of the Temptations: Barry Gordy, Diana Ross. Who else they had in there? Not Diana Ross. What was her group name? The Supremes. Like they depicted, and then the people that played their parents, their girlfriend or boyfriend and stuff like that. Well, girlfriend, I should girlfriends. The managers, how they look, how they act. I think overall, and then the performances by Leon. Leon played David Ruffin, and I forget the guy name that played Paul Edwards, but I know he played like the ice cream kid in that movie with about Bumpy Johnson movie with Lawrence Fishburne. He played like the kid that worked at the ice cream parlor that tried to poison him.
Mm-hmm.
He played Paul Williams, and his depiction of Paul Williams was so touching. Like it was crazy, 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 crazy. Acting, singing, dancing, the whole nine in that movie. The embodiment of the Temptations. It felt like we was watching like the Temptations. I never got to see the Temptations for real, but it felt like I was watching the Temptations for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Temptations. You went with Ray. Yo, them guys said the new Kendrick this. Not yeah, I didn't hear the new Kendrick this. I didn't hear the new Kendrick this. I'm gonna tap into that though. But yeah. So you went with Ray. I went with Temptations. The rest of the world they went with Compton at 36%.
Okay.
I why are you not surprised about that?
I mean, I said I was way off. You know what I'm saying? I said Ray, and they chose Compton. But I mean, with the cast, I guess the portrayal of the cast was like pretty much on point. You know what I'm saying? Like from what they looked when they was younger and all that stuff, and then the story and everything, it was pretty much on point. You know what I'm saying? So it makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Yeah, that's why I asked why you're not surprised about that because it was a tough movie, and a lot of people really connect with the Dr. Dre, Easy E, and Ice Cube characters. So
Mhm.
the Suge Knight character was cool. Wasn't
Yeah, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Overbearing, but it was straight.
it was cool. I have to give it a peg down or pause because of their depiction or I won't say the depiction, but their choice of they had Lakeith Stanfield play Snoop, which it didn't feel like Snoop, if that makes sense. He's a good actor, but it didn't feel like Snoop. And then you had the guy that played Tupac, even though he was in there for like a couple scenes, it didn't really feel like Tupac, So maybe I'm nitpicking, but hey, that's what I think. And then what's love got to do with it? I mean, Lawrence Fishburne, Angela Bassett, they was cooking.
Right.
They was cooking.
Mhm.
But outside of them two, everybody was acting well, but it didn't make me feel like I knew the characters like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think their performances were so great that it completely overshadowed everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, but still a dope list though. Still a dope list. All right, moving on. We got a jam pack. Best arcade game on this list. Best arcade game on this list. Number one, Tom Crisis. Number two, Street Fighter. Number three, NBA Jam. Number four, Mrs. Pac-Man. Sheesh.
Going with Street Fighter.
Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Why? Why you go with Street Fighter?
Just one of my favorite games and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one I always went to. It was always my go-to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 Yo, y'all again, thank you for tuning in to our 50th episode. Hit that like button, hit that like button. You going with Street Fighter, I gotta go with Tom Crisis, bro. I gotta go with Tom Crisis. Cause Tom Crisis, bro, like you in the arcade, cause you ain't gonna be in the arcade for hours and hours and hours. You know what I'm saying? But Tom Crisis is one of them games that you can't like, yo, you want to make sure you pulling up at least about like a good 10 piece of quarters, like, cause every time you get to the next level, you know what I'm saying, you want to have these next quarters on deck. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That shit ready.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go with Tom Crisis for me personally. You know what I'm saying? So you went with Tom. I went with Tom Crisis. You went with Street Fighter. The rest of the world, I'm not surprised at this. They went with Miss Pac-Man at 51%.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised at that. I'm really not. I'm really not
Yeah.
surprised. All right, moving on. Hollywood need to ask us. We came up with this segment because there's a lot of trash ass movies in Hollywood. And they need to ask the public. They need to ask us what we need to see or what we want to see so we can be entertained. Because we the viewing public, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to start this off?
I'm gonna have one for next week. I'm gonna let you go for this one
Okay,
first.
okay, cool. I think we're ready for a Teddy Riley biopic. The
Mm,
super producer Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley, y'all, if y'all don't know, he's the super producer that introduced New Jack Swing. So with them New Jack Swing music, hip hop mixed with R&B is is a heavy component of today's rap and R&B.
right,
Without Teddy Riley, we won't have the sound that we have right now. So, for example, yeah, I ever heard of Bobby Brown? When Bobby Brown came out, he was hot as fish grease. Pause. Meaning he was everywhere. He was doing Ghostbuster movies. He was doing. He had the number one movie in the world. Number one movie. He had the number one album in the world. Like his numbers, he was a part of a major group at one point, and then he had to go solo, and he got it with Teddy Riley, and they helped created that sound that I want to see a movie built around Teddy Riley, the super producer. And then outside of his personal life, his triumphs and the things that he had to go through to even get to that point, to be
right.
successful. And it was just too many positives and too many artists that came from his tree and hit songs that y'all probably realize that don't even realize that is his production on their albums. Like Michael Jackson had a whole bunch of Teddy Riley joints. Obviously, Bobby Brown and New Edition, yeah, Heavy D and the Boys. I know some of these names. It's kind of feels kind of old, but classic, legendary, iconic artist never gets old. So that's why I say that. So me personally, I would want to see a Teddy Riley movie.
That's dope, son. I think that'll be a fire ass biopic, son. Teddy Riley is definitely one of them legends that we need to know more about. You know what I'm saying? He's been
Mhm.
around. Like, give him his flowers type of shit. That'd be dope, son. A movie like that would be fire.
Yeah.
Music lit, son. The type of music that people find out that he had his hands on, have that movie theater jumping, you know what I'm saying?
If you at a party right now and you hear all I want to do is zoom, 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 and a boom, boom, it get the party jumping, bro. Like I don't care what age you are, if that song is being played, that song is ageless, bro.
Facts.
It's ageless. You hear Guy, which Teddy Riley had a group named Guy. Y'all hear like the song not Let's Chill. The other song that they had is on. It's like TikTok's one of the biggest songs ever. It's like top five biggest songs ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all listening, jamming to his music, not even realizing it's Teddy Riley. I guarantee you, if you look him up right now, Teddy Riley, and look at all his credits, y'all gonna be like, yo, why I don't remember this dude? Yo, Teddy Riley was that one of them dudes, bro. So definitely would love to see something like that. If you was to cast Teddy Riley, right? Who would you cast him with? Because I had a hard time, but I only thought of one person that I feel like that could play Teddy Riley. I don't even remember his name, but I probably have to look up his name right now. But I know what movies he's been in.
Say Teddy Riley. Mm, I think. I don't know. I have to think about that one off the top of my head. I can't think of no one off the top. Pause.
I
I
had
would have
to
to think about that one, son, for real.
I had to look it up because I couldn't remember this guy's name off the top of my head. But I don't know if you're familiar with the actor Algie Smith.
Algie Smith.
Yeah, he plays. So Um, he plays in a New Edition movie. As I think he plays Ralph Tresvant in the New Edition movie. But he was in movies like Detroit, The Hate They Give. He was in Shooting Stars, the LeBron movie about LeBron James in high school. He was in Judas and the Black Messiah. He played one of the soldiers in that, if I'm not mistaken. So you probably seen him around, but he has the look and the musical talent to pull off Teddy Riley, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I was struggling with like who would play that dude. But he's had an interesting history, not just in his business life and his music life, but also in his personal life too. So, so yeah, I would love to see that. I think that would be super fire, and it'll give me a chance. Not give me a chance, but it would give me a chance to really to because I love seeing movies themed around the '90s. So I think that will be super fire.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I'll be lit, son, for real.
Yo, shout out to my brother Biggs in the building. You already know.
Shout out, shout out.
Yeah, hit that like button. It's our 50th episode. Hit that like button. All right, so my bad. So yeah, so before and after. Shout out to Grasshopper Plus. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yeah, so I think that would be super dope. All right, moving on to our next segment. Or make sure y'all hit our Patreon. Patreon, Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast? Again, Patreon, Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast? Tune into some exclusive merchandise. So tune into patreon.com, Can the Brothers Get a Rap Podcast? All right, now for our must-see segment. Our must-see movies, our must-see shows, and must-hear music. You want to start this off, or you want me to start it off?
Chat, you know how I do. I always have a theme for my movies for this segment right here. So my theme for this one tonight is CIA handlers. Each specific movie has a CIA handler and they're handling shit, whether it's fucking the shit up or trying to fix shit. Whatever they're doing, they're in there handling it. So the first movie is Sicario. Now I mentioned Sicario before. It came out in 2015. I mentioned it in my drug portion movies, but this one, the CIA aspect of it is just as important as the drug aspect. So when you see how the CIA controls the drug market and control where it goes, that aspect of the movie is just a superb movie. Now it stars Benicio del Toro, Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, Jeffrey Donovan, John Bernthal, Raul Trujillo, and Daniel Kaluuya. Fire movie, gotta see it, son. Gotta see it. My next movie is Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. Came out in 2014. Basically, how the CIA builds their recruit from scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
When just coming out the street with your, you know what I mean, your little coat, your book bag, and your duffel bag. So when they dumping water over your face at 4 o'clock in the morning and you think you sleep and they come bust in your room, tie you up, and then pretend like you got kidnapped. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
Fire movie, very psychological. Gotta go see it. It stars Chris Pine, Kenneth Burrow, Kevin Costner, Keira Knightley, Alec Elliott, Seth Abbott, David Keep, Neil Nauslo Anzoi. Sorry if I messed up your name. Harris Zambarkolos. My bad for your name. And Martin Walsh. Again, fire movie. Gotta see that joint. It'll definitely keep you guessing to the end. And the last one on my CIA handlers list is The Gray Man. Came out in 2022. It's a Netflix movie. Pretty good as well, too. Stars Anna de Armas, Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, yeah, Julia Butters, Jessica Henwick, Danush, Wagner Mora, Billy Bob Thornton, uh, Rage, Gene Page, and Afrey Woodward, about a secret organization of CIA handlers that take out other CIA handlers. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Fire movie. It's actually on Netflix, so you could go check that one out. All these movies is fire on their own. You could definitely enjoy each and every one of them or watch all three of them. You know what I'm saying? Still for a good night. So my CIA handler movies are Sicario, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, and The Gray Man. Check those movies out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, make sure y'all check those out, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check those out. Did he do it? Y'all crazy. Yo, shout out to one of our day ones in the building. You know, your boy Rowan Jack in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Shout
It's
out. Yeah.
our 50th episode, so make sure y'all hit that like button. We on 5-0, the big 5-0, y'all. So yeah. All right, so that was a dope list. Make sure y'all tap into those movies. All right, my movies, y'all know me. I never have a theme. You know, I be freestyling. I always think of the movies that was out, which I probably didn't see. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might know the title, but y'all didn't really see it like that. All right, first movie on the list, White Man's Burden. White Man's Burden came out in 1995. It was directed by Desmond Nicano. Stars John Travolta, Harry Belafonte, Margaret Avery, and Kelly Lynch. Dope, dope movie. Dope movie, man. It's a must see. It's about a white man who's is a part of the working poor class, and he works at the factory, and he does everything to get ahead. You know, he's gonna stay late hours. He's gonna run the extra packages, and every person who's melanated in this movie is affluent. Everybody, everybody got a nice house. Everybody's the boss. So it's like a take and a play on roles being reversed and what the world look like in those worlds reversed. So this particular character, he goes the extra mile, goes up to the house where the boss lives to drop off his package. He wasn't feeling the way how how he was looking at the boss's wife, and you gotta watch the rest of the movie, y'all. I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all. Tap into that movie. Make sure you tapping again to White Man's Burden. Uh, Ash takes a shotgun to the blockbuster to pick this. That's funny. That's funny. Young Scottie Pippen looking. I feel you. I feel you. Show me a picture. Pause. I love the jokes too. I love the jokes too. What's up? The jumper. Okay. That's a yeah. So make sure y'all tap into White Man's Burden. All right, my second movie, Falling Down, came out in 1993, directed by Joel Schumacher. He's best known for doing them whack ass Batman movies, but he does have some lit movies in his catalog, such as The Lost Boys and Time to Kill. This movie stars Michael Douglas, Eva Rose Smith, Barbara Hershey, Rochelle Takanen, and Joey Hope Singer. Dope movie. The concept is crazy. This man is having the worst day of his life.
The worst day.
You see this though?
Yeah.
He's having the worst day of his life. Getting divorced. He got to get to his child's birthday party, and he's stuck in traffic, and he needs him a job. And he just had it. And somehow, some way, he got a machine gun on him today in the briefcase. And y'all gotta see the rest of the movie. I'm not ruining it for y'all. Y'all gotta tap into the rest of the movie. Again, it's called Falling Down. All right, my third and final movie, again, directed by Joel Schumacher, Phone Booth. This stars Colin Farrell, Kiefer Sutherland, Forrest Whitaker, Katie Holmes, Paula J. Parker. Great concept movie. There was about a man go use the phone back in the day, back in the early 2000s. We still had something called phone booths, y'all. For some people that don't know, this is a place everybody didn't have cell phones in the early 2000s. So a phone booth is a phone booth where you could go use the phone, y'all. And y'all just put it in for a quarter. For those who don't know, some of our older listeners, they do, right? So this man goes in the phone booth, go use the phone, and realize there's a sniper on the other end of the phone. Like, you gonna do what I say, or I'm taking you out. Period, point blank. And he like, what? Yeah. You think I'm playing with you? And just start. You got to see the rest of the movie. I'm not gonna ruin it for y'all. So make sure y'all tap into Phone Booth. Again, my 3 movies is Phone Booth, Falling Down, and White Man's Burden. I guarantee it's a good time. Whether it's Thursday going into Friday, watch those movies, y'all.
Movies.
Watch those movies. Stop playing. Stop playing. Lost Boys was pretty good. Lost Boys was a great movie with Sean Penn. Yes, Joel Schumacher, honestly, his catalog is fire. Except for them bum ass Batman movies he did. Batman Return. No,
As
he did he, no,
I
he did
did Batman and Robin,
and he did
Batman Forever,
and Batman Forever. Yeah, he did
with
those 2.
Oz.
He did those 2. Those stink. So make sure you tap in to those movies. I guarantee you it's a good time, y'all. I must hear music. You gotta hear these albums. Must hear. First album, Somo, the artist Somo, My Life, or Sumo, My Life 2 came out in 2015. It's R&B again. Somo, My Life 2 came out 2015. Second must-hear album, Corey Finesse, Life After 9 came out in 2017. Again, Corey Finesse, Life After 9 album came out 2017. Third and final must-hear album, Capadonna Pillage album came out in 1998. Make sure, again, you tap into Capadonna Pillage, 1998, Corey Finesse, Life After 9, 2017, and Somo, My Life 2, came out in 2015. Okay? You got a classic show for us?
Classic show, classic show. My classic show for sure. I'm gonna take it back, y'all. Jackass.
Say that
My
again.
classic show is Jackass. Came
Jack.
out 2000. Had 3 seasons. One of the funniest shows to ever come out with just slapstick humor, just bunch of bros just out in the fucking Walmart parking lot on a Sunday morning
Going
with
crazy.
shopping carts going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Creating ramps and with their skateboards and just, you know what I'm saying? Just doing the wildest shit. It was just the funniest time to be alive to watch some of this shit in the early 2000s. It was just lit. So it stars Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Chris Pontius, Ryan Dunn, Steve-O, Dave England, Aaron McConney, Jason Weeman Aquinas, and Preston Lacey. Again, classic MTV shit. It was just funny. Like I said, what a time to be alive to watch this shit every Sunday night. Them they just doing the wildest shit before they came out with the movies. The 3 seasons that they put out on MTV was like some of the funniest shit ever. So if you ever get a chance, check that classic show, Jackass. You won't be disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Jackass was I, yo, they really turned that into a multi-million dollar thing where they set up themselves of doing the most ridiculous, outrageous stunts and stuff that they could think of, and they turned that into $1 million platform. So shout out to that Jackass franchise. They open up that bag for them. So
Right.
that's lit. That's lit. All right, my classic show. I wouldn't say it's a classic, but it's a must see. It's a must see. All right, so my show was called For Your Love. Came out in it came out 1998. It was on for 5 seasons. Cast was Holly Robinson Pete, James Lashare, E4 Blackman, Tamala Jones, D.W. Mellifit, and Dee Dee Pierre. DD4. I'm sorry, DD4. A romantic comedy, but about married couples kind of counseling other married couples because they all lived on the same block, and it was just hilarious. So make sure y'all tap in again to For Your Love that came out in 1998. That was uh the star of the show was Holly Robinson Pete.
The husband that she had was a bald light skinned dude, right?
Yes, yes,
I,
yes.
I,
Yeah, that show it was cooking for a good minute, and then it felt like it just went away. But 5 seasons, that's not just going away. Like that's 5 seasons.
yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? And it was back at the time when they releasing like 15, 20 some episodes a season.
First season,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they was cooking. It's one of the most underrated shows from the '90s that doesn't get mentioned in those first conversations of sitcoms. So make sure y'all tap into that. It's funny that you remember the boy and the dude because at the time he was like the next one up. You know what I'm saying? Like he was supposed to be the new like popping dude. You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah, yeah. And he was in Mad Stuff. Right? He was in Mad Stuff though. He was in
Yeah,
Mad.
master. Yeah, I remember the mad stuff too.
Yeah. Uh, did y'all see? Did y'all see the movie Eye for an Eye? I
I
don't know what
fun.
that movie ain't. That's not pop. That's not popping up in my memory right now. But I
Is that the one with Sally Field and Keith Sutherland? I remember.
this is something on Netflix. I'm
That
seeing
that old movie that
Netflix
came out back in the 90s.
in the '90s. I
Eye for an Eye. I think it's with Sally Field and Keith Sutherland. That's the one I'm thinking about.
okay. 1996 American psychological thriller directed by John Schumacher. Eye for an Eye. No, I've never
Oh,
seen.
is it with Sally Field and
Let me go to the credits. They just showing me uh other stuff. So stars yeah, Sally Field, Kiefer Sutherland, and Ed Harris.
yo, I did not know Joe Schumacher directed that one. That shit was
See,
that was a tough watch. That was a tough one.
I'm gonna watch that because you said that. I'm gonna watch that because you said that. That's gonna be the first thing I watch. That's gonna be the first thing I watch. I'm gonna watch that because you said that.
My young ass was not supposed to be watching that movie, son. Son, yeah,
Yeah,
what the hell?
yo, that's funny.
Trying to
Yo,
be grown.
I'm gonna ask you an off script question, y'all. Like the show is not scripted, y'all. Like we don't run this show between each other pause before we come on. But so when I say off scripted, this is something that's not even our category. What's the first movie you watch with one of your parents that you realize like, yo, you too young to be watching this movie, and for them to be like, yo, this little nigga too young to be watching this all at the same time. Like I had a moment of clarity because it was either some sexy, something too gory, too much cursing.
I don't know. A lot of movies me and my dad will watch. It was a lot of that shit because he would put me on to a lot of like gangster movies and shit. So it was a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? Shoot 'em up, bang bang. You getting shot, you dead. There's a hole in your hat. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, so it was a lot of those movies like that with him. So it was like I looked at him, he give me that side eye. He's like, yo, just keep watching the movie, just
yeah,
focus on the movie. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm trying to think which movie. Um there was a bunch of them, so I can't remember the first movie, but I know it was a lot of gangster movies my pops put me onto and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I remember this like yesterday. Me and my mother's watching New Jack City. So it's like, I like it's a lot of shooting in here. It's cool. You all right, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be straight, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's a lot of cussing in here. You gonna be straight, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of violence, vulgarity, and all that, you know what I'm saying? But it was like when the scene when Shorty had the red on and they all up in the crib and she told Nino to come on here. Like it got kind of like tense in the room, like because you remember she was she was peeling off the red shit or whatever, and she was,
Yeah.
the little nip came out, and my mother looked at me like, and then she did like one of these to my face or whatever, and I'm like, and I'm like this, right? Because it's me, my mom's, and Miles. And when she went like this, I'm just cheesing like this, like, and Miles could not stop laughing, right? So that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, he seen a little nip. You know what I mean? But what happens later in the movie? So now, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Wesley Snipes or Milky, you know what I'm saying? Or smashing the same chick. You know what I'm saying? Had the titties, the ass all out. You know what I'm saying? When they had a sex scene, when with G Money called, you remember that scene or whatever? And it was like, yo, and it just got quiet because now we enjoying the movie and it just get quiet. It's like this little nigga shouldn't even be watching it. Like, yo. So that was like the first movie that I watched with any of my parents that it was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? So
Yeah, that's funny, son.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Rowan Jack is stupid. He said Fifth Element was the first movie you watch with your parents and you realize like, yeah, be watching this. Why? Cause Chris Tucker? Nah, but yeah. All right, so moving on. You said your show, right? Yeah, you said
Yeah.
Jackass. All right, you got cologne for us?
Gotta get you some smell good. Gotta get you some smell good. You look good, you feel good, you smell good, you're gonna do good. So this fragrance for this week is called The Maker. And the scent is called Lover. Because that's what you want to be. You want to be her lover, right? So you gotta smell like it. You know what I'm saying? Get you a bottle of The Maker, get you the scent The Lover, get your gear right, get your fit right. You're gonna be good, son. So the scent of the day is The Maker. The fragrance is called Lover.
Tap into that cologne, fella, so you can get right the baby maker. In the chat, Rowan Jack saying it's a baby maker.
Yeah,
That is
that means you want. You know what I'm saying? All the way. You want everything. You know what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying? All right, our next segment is brought to you by Button Snaps. Button Snaps is where you get classic movies, shows, documentaries, and original content for your viewing pleasure of $4.99. Y'all, it's time to rap, y'all. It's time to rap. All right, first portion of time to rap. Finally, the NCAA gives Reggie Bush his Heisman Trophy back. What do you think about that?
It's about time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was much needed. Um I forgot the reason why they pulled it in the first place and shit. But it was
Because
just
because they felt that he took money from USC when he was there.
man, they done made billions of dollars when he was there. You know what I'm saying? Billions. This guy was the most electrifying player in college sports when he was playing. Like them
Yes.
seats at the Trojan Stadium was filled. You know what I'm saying? Filled. So
If you was a celebrity, you was at you was at them USC games.
facts on the sidelines chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good that he got it back. As a fan, I'm happy that he got it, and it was just an egregious error that they took it from him in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
glad they rectified that situation.
And to clear it up too, he gave it to them. So like he just gave it to him. And then what they was gonna do, they was they was gonna say because they revoked his Heisman Trophy at they revoked it. So now they was trying to give that Heisman Trophy to Vince Young. Vince Young was the runner up that year. Vince Young was like, hell no, like he won the trophy. I'm not doing that. Like you can't rewrite history. So he never took the Heisman Trophy, and then now they finally giving it back to Reggie Bush. So I think that's dope myself. And like y'all gotta remember, like those late 90s. Well, he played in the 2000s, so them 2005, 2006, 2007 years. Yo, it's like they were still on some stuff where they act like players should not be compensated for their talents. And just like you just said, bro, they generated billions. Reggie Bush alone generated billions for USC. Billions. Still to this day. The number one pick in the draft today is from USC. Reggie Bush is a part of that legacy. He is the legacy in its totality. When you think of USC, you think of Reggie Bush first and then everybody else second.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Mon the Juice came from USC. OJ Simpson, he won the Heisman from USC. Marcus Allen won the Heisman from USC. But Reggie Bush, when he was in college, man, he was just so damn special, bro. He was just so damn special, bro. Pause. So that's I love that. I love that he got his Heisman Trophy back. So I think they should compensate for more. I think so too. I think so too, Rowan Jack. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah. And like I said, the reason it was stupid. All right, moving on. Do you want to know what's the hottest job on the market right now?
What's that?
Stool donors.
Somebody taking a shit?
Yes. So apparently, if you become a legal stool donor, you get $500 per package that you send for your stool.
I mean, shit. You want my shit? And you gonna pay me? Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
Like I take a shit. I take a dunk every day, be like, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Be paid out here, be.
my shit
Fine.
is gold. You know what I'm saying?
but see, my thing is, right, that's good money if you dead saying like, yo, I'm gonna take a dunk, send it in every day. If you really generate a hustle, 500. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the week, that's 2,500. If you only do it 5 days of the week, you know what I'm saying? If you do a 7, that's $3,000, right? $3,000 a week, 4 weeks in a month. You know what I'm saying? You do the maths. You know what I'm saying? That's what 12,000 for the month, if I'm not mistaken. Not 6 9. Yeah, that's 12,000 a month. So that's not a. You know what I'm saying, but what if they can pay you that amount? Because that's kind of good money for something that you do naturally.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
What are they doing with it?
That's the other part.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
studies, what studies and information and knowledge can you get out of that?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. And it,
Like,
and if they collecting and they're storing, are you guys trying to find, because believe it or not, they're trying to make food out of stool. Right? They not saying that's what they're doing, but I'm just saying, like, so it becomes like, all right, so if y'all could pay this top dollar per stool, then like what are y'all doing with it? So, but that's the
mm-hmm.
hottest job right now is called stool donors, $500 per, and most stool donors are making over $120,000 a year.
That's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? To
And
each
there's
his own. Yes.
and there's a website you could go to become a legalized stool donor where it's like, yo, if you dunking every day, like zip that up, ship that off, get some stacks, get some money coming your way.
The direct deposit me that bread. You know what I'm saying?
But that's crazy. It's like, how do you send that? Like, it got to be like a special package. Like, you can't just send that through like FedEx or, you know what I'm saying, U.S. Post Office. Like,
Right. That shit sitting sitting on the tray, waiting to be pushed down the line. Like, nah, son.
shit
I
getting
got
hot. Like, just
I gotta go direct to the lab. You know what I'm saying?
Like how they do that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they asked if you got anything liquid or perishable in this joint, you know what I'm saying? So,
We got both.
you know, so that's wild. Oh man, chat saying start cleaning the streets of California. Oh man, my shit is
Man,
gold.
that's a whole lot of money on the table. On the street they leaving right there.
Uh, Diddy wants my shit. Lakers about as bad as their braids. That was cute. That was funny. That was funny. India Uncle, I got Nuggets in 4. Lakers wash. I'm not a Laker fan. I just like the jersey, y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. It's our 50th episode. It's our 50th episode. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right. Next topic. So they announced the first HSBU that's going to be in California is moving from Houston to California, and it's called uh, Tillis University, California Tillis Tillis Sun University is moving from Austin, Texas to California, and it's going to be the first HSBU HS HBCU in California.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. I guess I mean that's a good look, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's up, son.
Like what do you think the end game is for this particular school to move from Austin to California?
Um the end game, because it's like Austin is predominantly it's a mixed crowd that got some money, you know what I'm saying, and moving to Cali. Did they say where in Cali?
They didn't say where. They didn't say where. They just said California.
Mm. It's hard to say what the end result is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Because well, being the first HBCU in Cali is first step for sure.
Yeah,
Hopefully that will drive the attendance rate up more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So see how they do. You know what I'm saying? California is predominantly progressive, so I'm pretty sure they'll get a lot of students coming to their school.
Yeah, shout out to Lewis in the building. Shout out to Lewis in the building. Uh, Texas will not miss it. Texas will not miss it. Y'all like Diddy. Y'all like Diddy. Everybody want to talk about that Diddy. All right, so next, well, before we go on to our next topic, I think it's going to be a great thing for California because there's no melanated school that's like the school in California, right?
Mhm.
And for Texas and Austin in particular, like they said in the chat, they're not going to miss that school. They probably got roots in that area, but it has a bigger role to play in a much bigger market that will probably the school profile will go to the next level, and obviously the enrollment will be up, and so I think that's dope. All right, so next topic. Y'all been mentioning Diddy. P. Diddy assistant Brandon Paul charged with felony drug possession. What do you think about that?
Who is he?
Uh, he's P. Diddy's assistant, and he was charged with felony. He's charged with felony drug possession.
I mean, he got caught with the bag. You know what I'm saying?
He did get caught with the bag. He did get caught with the bag. He did get caught with the bag. So I he did get
It's,
caught
it's open and shut case when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, DEA all over the place. You know what I'm
all over.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all over. So it's up, open and shut right there. So it's just gonna take a plea now. You know what I'm saying?
And it's interesting.
Take a plea.
As a basketball player, he was playing at Syracuse University.
Yeah, I don't know. They saying a lot about this because um I'm gonna go on a whim with this one, but that's why I say you gotta watch these CIA handler movies. Like it could be on some shit where these niggas is moving mad pounds of drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many instances where a lot of people when private airlines getting stopped, and they finding drugs in their on their planes, on the private planes. Perfect example when Juice World died.
Uh-huh.
When they when he saw the police pulling up on the tarmac, they said that he panicked and he swallowed the pills
Yeah.
and overdosed. But what
Mm-hmm.
they forgot to reiterate and mention again, they only mentioned it that one time, that there was 10 pounds of marijuana on the plane.
Mm.
They mentioned it one time, and didn't mention it again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So remember, these people already done got the frequent flyer miles, and they know where to fly the product in. Now it's just a new face. So I feel as though they're using a lot of celebrities to move the work. It makes a lot of sense. You got a lot of equipment. You don't know who bag it is. I ain't my bag. I don't know who bag that is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You can hide coke in the joint. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't already showcase you can make coke into anything, you know what I'm saying? So you gonna make the coke into a fucking drum set bag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, oh, we gotta go to San Tropez because you know what I'm saying, Diddy got a show there, and then we gotta go to Milan and which I
Yeah.
really gonna pick up 20 bricks,
Yeah.
and then you come back on the auspices of like, yo, we in Diddy's camp, or we in Jay-Z's camp, or we in 50 camp, or we in whoever camp. Whoever the fuck they want to use today is who they gonna use. If you get caught,
So
you know what I'm
be it.
saying?
Yeah.
You
I,
you
I
know the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what it is.
try to
So
hide it into the music
keep
equipment.
quiet. We're gonna get our people in there, and we're gonna get you out. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What Jay-Z said, it's a secret society. All we ask is trust. You know what I'm saying? So that's my theory. Is y'all could run with it if y'all want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just think that's an interesting turn on where he set his life to be. You would think it's somewhere in sports, but he ended up being P. Diddy's assistant. Um, and now he's on his way to jail. So it is what
And
it is.
another one.
Yeah. All right. Next topic. Next topic. All right, so the transfer portal has been buzzing all week long. So, of course, Colorado is at the top of the talk with the transfer portal, of course, and they lose their two true freshmen of last year, cornerback Carmani McLean, and they lose their starting true freshman running back uh, Dylan Edwards. They both hit the transfer portal. What do you think about that?
I mean, more power to them. Like they're just gonna bring the next one up. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be a guy. There's a bunch of skill players out there. You know what I'm saying? Skill play positions a dime a dozen. So there's nothing to fill those positions up and continuously moving forward to have a winning season. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Coach Prime got it covered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. And honestly, like the kid Cormani McLean, he's a 5-star corner. He was the number one player or number two player coming out last year. And like the way he left, it was kind of like it, it wasn't his best moment. You know what I'm saying? Because he had made a video saying he wants to play for a team that's not playing for clicks and want to play for a real program and a program that's going to develop him. And the stories and coaches have said, like Coach Prime will say, "Yo, you're going to start this weekend, so you're going to start watching the required amount of film. You're going to start, uh, doing being at all the meetings, and you're going to start doing things in practice that needed to be done." And he didn't do none of it, or
Mm-hmm.
he would do one of the things and didn't do all of it. So he's not really preserving and taking advantage of the moment because all his true freshmen that was like 4-star, 5 stars, they all got the opportunity to start at some point of the season. And when he got on the field, he didn't put out his best tape, in my opinion. I really wish him well, but if you're gonna leave, show love to the fan base, show love to your teammates because that's what it's really about. Playing college football is your bros. Show love to your bros. It didn't work out for you personally, but yo, you got your bros still playing it. So when you say you playing for clicks, then what are they playing for? And then it's kind of it's not kinda, it's very like hypocritical because he made his announcement on $1 million worth of game. $1 million worth of game is one of the hottest podcasts and been one of the hottest podcasts around. So that's not act like you didn't like you could have did it like everybody else, but no, you chose to do it prime time on $1 million worth of game where Wallow and Gilly is coming to your hometown or to Miami, I should say, because I think he's from Lakeland, but they pulling up to Florida just so you could do your announcement on their show.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying?
Some
That's
clickbait shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And Dot and the Dylan Edwards, he started as a true freshman. First game he played, he scored 4 touchdowns. Um, and then he was actually looking to start this year. Like he started as a true freshman, so there's no reason why he shouldn't have started this year, right? But they brought in another running back from Ohio State. They got another true freshman coming in, but you still the number one back. So and he chose to still transfer. But what they don't talk about the transfer portal, if you don't have some sort of inkling from another school when you hit the transfer portal, you could actually sit in the transfer portal. Like just because you in there, that don't mean another school is gonna pick you up. So
Mm-hmm.
I really wish those young brothers the best. I really, really do wholeheartedly. Not saying that with any type of slight. I think Kamani McLean is a big time talent, and I hope he could go somewhere that could show it and develop him as a player, as a person, and as a man. Same thing with Dylan Edwards, and continue to do his thing, man. Because Dylan Edwards is a really really good player. He's small, but he's a really good player. Pause. All right, next subject. Uh, did you see the video of Neo and his baby mother? Neo looked like he was trying to tune her out, but the baby
Nah.
yeah, he was trying to tune her out, and she was being very toxic. And she kept calling him what she kept calling. She kept calling him Diddy Jr. Kept calling him baby freak off. Trying to say that the only reason why he wanted her to leave because she don't live with him. She was just dropping off the kids. But the only reason why he wanted her to leave because he was about to have some cakes come through. So she didn't want to leave. So now he has to call the police just to remove her from his spot.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mm. And
yeah,
that's all that was recorded.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. Well, they didn't show the police, but um they just showed Neo just speaking but not being confrontational.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's just keeping his calm, and she just being toxic. You know how also look at Diddy Jr. You know what I'm saying? You Mr. Freak off. Like you got hookers and prostitutes coming over here while I got my kids over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like throwing it at him. And he's just like he just got the sticks in his hand, not trying to feed into the energy. You know what I'm saying? He's replying, but he's not matching that energy with her. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so what do you think about that?
Yeah, like I said, man, that's just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Ashley's basketball career is over since he broke his finger. They don't make women the way they used to. I'm reading the chat, y'all, for especially for the ones on the rewatch. Eric Gordon is watching these niggas. He's probably talking about the Nuggets and the Lakers. Yeah, I rep Kobe, man. I love the jersey. This is the Mamba jersey. You know what I'm saying? But my team is not the Lakers. My team is not even in the playoffs. Don't even get me started on how I feel about my team. Get a Denver jersey. Y'all gonna cop the Denver jersey for me and send it to me? Y'all gonna cop it for me? Y'all gonna, y'all gonna cop it for me? All right, so moving on. Giannis Antetokounmpo, NBA. NBA power forward Giannis Antetokounmpo from the Milwaukee Bucks turns down major Adidas deal because they did not want to sign his brother Thanasis Antetokounmpo to a deal as well.
I mean, they ain't see the need to. You know what I'm saying?
But he turned down the deal because they didn't offer him the contract. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Adidas didn't see the need to offer his brother the deal. They're offering Giannis the deal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they're all right, you don't want it? All right, cool. So we're gonna just take the deal and be on our way. All right. We're gonna holler at you. You know what I'm saying? But I respect Giannis, make sure his brother's straight and shit like that. That's brotherly love and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Some businesses gonna fuck with you, some ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the dice that you rolling, you know what I'm saying?
So I mean I can respect that, right? But so what's the end game? Because like realistically, right? If Adidas turned that down and I'm Nike and I'm like, yo, we trying to sign you, you turn down Adidas. Like, yo, you gotta you gotta get my brother a signature shoe. The Nasus on the Kupo, he averages probably 1 point a game. I gotta get him a signature shoe to get your business. I don't know. I respect it, but what's the end game? We trying to get to the bag or not? You know what I'm saying? I don't think, and this is no disrespect, y'all laughing already, but this is no disrespect. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, Master P walking through the door with the Mayati Antetokounmpo for, you know what I'm saying, for Thanasis. I just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like what's the end game?
Yo, finesse, as long as you can finesse. He got his brother in the league, and that's top tier finesse right there. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Been getting checks for a number of years. So, you know what I'm saying? As long as they can ride it, but after a while, people gonna start to catch on. Like, nah, we're not gonna take this deal. And then that's part of the deal too. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna ride it for as long as you can, but you know the ride gonna stop eventually. Be prepared for when it stops. You know what I'm saying?
but see, like here's my thing, right? Like, so you like at from a shoe company, Adidas, Nike, uh, Under Armour, uh, what's another major and Puma, right? So you dead telling me like, all right, so you're not gonna take this 250 million because we won't give the Nasus a signature shoe? You know what I'm saying? Like we could specialize one of your sneakers and put the Nasus on the joint, but it's your sneaker. Like you know how Jordan got the personalized, where you see like the Drake got the OVO Jordans. Like we get you a Thanasis Giannis jump. You know what I'm saying? How about that? You know what I'm saying? That's as far as it's gonna go because the Nasus is ass, and I say that with all due respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm talking about in the forms of an NBA player, not in the forms of can he go to the park and bust ass. He should be able to go to the local court and bust ass. But around other NBA guys, so I respect it, but it's like, what's the end game here? Like, we're trying to get to this generational wealth, and you playing. They said
Mm-hmm.
Dadas. They said the Nationals get them Dadas. That's crazy. The Nationals,
Yo,
the Nationals Dadas, yo. That's wild, yo. Sign him with Mark Echo. Wow.
they
The
brought it back.
the Mark Echoes, the new Fubu. Oh my God, that would be the worst move ever. That would be dope to have Giannis Fubu kicks, but it's like, yeah, so we got the Giannis Jones and then we got the Thanasis Jones. Who? Yeah, the Thanasis Jones. Thanasis on the Kupo. What he do? Oh, he played in the NBA. That's his brother. Oh, all right. What team he played for? He on the same team. He played for the Bucks. Or he start?
Mm-hmm.
What average? You know what I'm saying? Like he don't even average a double single. You know what I'm saying? Like he averaged that ass like 1 point a game. Like, oh y'all going too far. They saying that Nietzsche give him some of Nietzsche kicks.
Yo.
Are you guys going live from jail? Shout out to Paulie. Hit that like button. It's our 50th.
Funny guy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's brotherly love right there. I mean, shit. He's keeping this man in the lead. I respect his principles, but I just don't see the end game. I just don't see Puma be like, all right, we're gonna sign you, and we're gonna sign the Nassers, get him a signature shoe. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it. I respect it though. All right, next topic. Next topic. Megan Thee Stallion is accused of harassment by her cameraman, who he said, and this is alleged, who he said that he was forced to watch her have sex with another woman.
Yo, when you in Hollywood, man, you gotta do what you got. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You part of the it crowd now. You know what I'm saying?
So are you saying for the cameraman, or like what are you saying that for?
I'm saying for Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Just for
they're suing her though.
Huh?
The cameraman is suing her for harassment though.
Right, but I'm saying you busting it open for the cameraman because you busted it open for everybody else because you in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So whether it's the cameraman or the wardrobe manager or the fucking guitar cleaner or the fucking the bus boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the industry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. But now it's a turning point because the lesser people ain't having it. The makeup artists are just trying to get on because she does love makeup, and somebody put her on an opportunity to be on the fashion show because such and such artist is there, and then she goes bright-eyed and bushy-tailed with a dream of being a makeup artist because she loves her passion, and she get groped and she get violated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now her whole hopes and dreams is tarnished because she saw her star and the star took advantage of her. Motherfuckers ain't dealing with that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So people were standing up. And she thought because it was a dude, oh, he gonna be for it. But what if the dude wasn't with that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It shouldn't matter. You feel me? Man or woman, y'all always screaming equality, right? So when now a man comes out about some sexual harassment shit, now everybody wanna be like, oh nah, you supposed to enjoy that. Nah, it made Buddy uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure it probably was uncomfortable. Like all of a sudden you take pictures, you getting hired to take pictures. Now you in the car, all of a sudden titties come out. Like, whoa, what the hell? Like you on a business capacity. Your mind is all business. Now it just turned into some whole other joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he says
Buddy's mind was probably just all over the place. He didn't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't, I'm pretty sure he couldn't get out the wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you gonna go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you stuck. That gotta be an awful position to be in, son.
But but see, that's like a funny position to me because, like, see, you a photographer. So if I myself was her, cameraman, and she busting it open with another chick, I'm trying to slide in the joint. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all.
But that's the point. They want you to slide because now when you slide, now you in part and parcel with the joint. So next time when they do it, they're gonna switch the game up again and see how far you willing to go the next time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it goes. They're gonna start a little something. Oh, you with that? All right, cool. Now it's gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna have the two girls and you're gonna be in the hotel room we did, and then all of a sudden a dude walk in. Or two dudes walk in. Now it's like you already in, bro.
But I know, but I know what to do in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I get what you're saying of the progression, right? But in the beginning, I'm like, oh, Mike Larry. You know what I'm saying? She massages and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to,
you know, bed out naked.
Hell, you know what I'm saying?
Something wrong with your brain, man.
Like, I love it when you call me Buddy Nose up in this motherfucker. For
You got
real.
a feng shui home. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they be asking the wrong dudes to hold these cameras. Like, I'm like, oh, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know what to do in a situation if shit is getting like out of control and it's like two bros walking there. It's not like they gonna manhandle me to stay up in the jump. You know what I'm saying? I'm two piecing niggas on the way out. Like, so it kills me when dudes be like, yeah, I was forced to have sex with this woman and this man. No, the fuck you wasn't, bro. How you for? Did that man pick you up, grab you up, and dangle you from your feet, and like, no, you gonna stay. You gonna stay and get that and get me. Like, give me a break, bro. You walking out or you two piecing dudes that they like, yo, come on, stay. Yo, if you naked and another dude naked and he like, yeah, come on, stay. Yo, you not gonna be like, yo, chill. You be like, nigga, back the fuck up before I drop all of this right here. You gonna lose all of that. You see what I'm saying? So if you in there stroking, handling business, and another dude like, ooh, you ain't gonna be like, he forced me to like. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at it. They saying send her to Turkey. Yeah, I'm telling you, we're gonna have a segment called send them to Turkey, send them to Turkey. But that's how I look at it, bro. It ain't no other man that can force me to do anything, let alone smash. So it be kind of like
They
that's
be reaching. They be reaching.
they be reaching. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear like some of these uh 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 celebrity dudes say they done got so much ass that they got tired of getting that or lady parts that they get tired of getting lady parts that now they want to try something different and try dudes out.
I mean, I could see where they're coming from because if you've been in the industry since 14 or 12 and you got young girls throwing themselves at you for a long time and you done been in situations for forever, I could see that. Now, I can't say I understand it because that's something different. I mean, I
Yeah.
can see it if you've been getting it for so long, but then I don't know, son. I don't know how that correlates because it's like a lot of people in the industry. I've heard that phrase from a bunch of people in the industry say that. It's like it's a weird phrase to say. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. But okay, it's the industry. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not laughing at what you saying, but they said in the chat, yo, Ash, what you party? Did he? Hell no, you crazy? I told you, if I'm in there smacking buns and another man come in talking about, ooh, nigga, I'm closing the door. He getting up out of this so I can get back to slapping buns.
First
Now,
of all, if I'm at they doing the wrong, see they not macking right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at a Diddy party and I already got a jump, right? We
uh-huh,
up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
Yep. What am I staying here for? I already got my jump. We up out of here. I'm not using these bros' room. I don't know none of these niggas. I got my own room. You know what I'm saying? I got
Uh-huh.
my own Airbnb. Let's go. We up out of here, boo. Let's go. Bring your friend. We out.
But you party. Yeah, that's such a funny term to be party. But I can't relate to these dudes because I'm not saying this to brag, but I done got a lot. You know what I'm saying? Now, I believe you could get tired of chasing women, but you don't get tired, you don't say, because I don't want no ass as a man, meaning you want a woman's ass, that I'm gonna try some man's ass. You could say, I'm tired of smashing, I'm tired physically, I'm tired of chasing it, but I ain't gonna be like, I ain't never had no inkling of like, yeah, I get too much, so I wanna try something different. That's the excuses these dudes is saying. There's no amount of ass in the world that you could say in woman's ass that you could say, yo, I'm tired of woman's ass. I'm gonna give me some man buns. That's like a dude smash another dude in jail and somebody say, oh, you prison gay. Nigga, you gay. What you talking about? You prison gay? Like, ain't no excuses.
And these the idols that people want to look up to and want to be and want to follow, and this the stuff that they say. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just bewildering to me. To like it's just flabbergasting. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. That's a fact. They said clap them cheeks like God intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, who is this Andre Ward and Mark Henry cousin Kenny Henry? Oh, that was cute. That was a decent joke. Hit that like button. That was all right. As with you
Yeah.
with you party. Yeah, that's such yo, every time I hear the term party, bro, and now like the present world that we live in, I always think back to that Drink Champs interview with Fabulous and damn, it was Fabulous, Jadakiss, and Puffy looked over at Fab. It was like, yo, like when are you me and you gonna party? You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't never party. And the look on Jada's face, and then like he was like, yo, what like yo, just so Fab was like, what are you talking about? Like even Fab voice, like what happened to the gangster shit in your voice? Like he was like, what are you talking about? We partied before. You came to my party. He was like, nah, like we in party, you know what I'm saying? Like and he was
Yeah, that shit was funny, son.
he was dead ass, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, and you know what's the most underrated part about that interview is when P. Diddy got the damn cake and he put it in front of Nori's face. He was like, yo, blow out the candles. And Nori wants to go like he didn't want to blow it out, like blow it out and shit in front of all these niggas and shit. And it's fucking yo, because P. Diddy, son. So, so the nigga said he tried to do it the most gangster way that he could, bro. He said, "Yo, son, still to this,
Ah.
yo." Every time somebody
Ah.
say party, bro, I think of that particular part, yo. That was too
Yo,
fun.
you all thugged out until somebody asked you to blow out a candle. Pause.
Yo, son. And that was the moment I said, yeah, Nori, he had to go through that door, huh? Because he was talking that shit before about you walk through this door and you walk through that door. And then
He
when
backtracked. He
he,
backtracked and went through the other door.
he put them candles in his face, he said, it was like, yo, dude, son, dude. All right, y'all. My bad. All right, moving on to the next subject, our last subject of the night. The NFL draft. The NFL draft is on. Was is the first round is basically it's off now. The first round is off. All right, so the Bears took Caleb Williams, the quarterback from USC, with the first round pick. Uh, the Washington Commanders took Jaden Daniels, the quarterback from LSU, with the second round pick. Uh, Patriots took the quarterback from North Carolina, Drake May, with the third round pick, well, third overall pick, I should say. Marvin Williams Jr., he went to the Cardinals with the fourth overall pick. Joe Alt, the offensive lineman from Notre Dame, he went to the Chargers with the fifth overall pick. Malik Neighbors went to the New York Giants, the receiver from LSU, with the sixth overall pick. Uh, the shocker of the night, Michael Penix Jr. from Washington, gets picked up by the Falcons at number 8. Roma Doomsday, the receiver from Washington, went to number 9 to the Bears. Uh, the Raiders took Brock Bowers at number 13. Any of those picks stand out or anything that you want to mention based on that?
No, not really, because I didn't even watch the drafts. Even though I was taking a little cat nap. I mean, yeah, as you get older, you need them naps during the day. You know what I'm saying?
Uh
You
huh.
run in the morning, you need a nap in the afternoon. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't even catch the draft.
Yeah. Now it those are the stars of the draft. It's gonna be even better tomorrow because they're gonna obviously take great players at the value of the second and third round. So I think tomorrow's gonna be even just as great. Excuse me. Not gonna be a whole bunch of stars, but it's gonna be great players. But I thought it was interesting. The picks that I thought was interesting was the Giants because the Giants is looking to replace their quarterback, but they feel like the Malik Neighbors kid is basically the next Odell Beckham Jr. breakaway type receiver. He's a little bigger than Odell in stature, pause, but he's really nice. The boy could play, and so I thought that was interesting that him going at number 6 to the Giants, and obviously Michael Penix going to the Falcons when they just brought in Kirk Cousins, and as a free agent, and they didn't even go after the other former Bears quarterback in Fields, which he has the great arm, he has escapability, he's from Atlanta, so he would have been probably the better overall player and value pick, and they could have took that ninth overall pick and picked somebody else. So
Mm-hmm.
it don't make any sense. And Michael Penix Jr. is like 24, so if they planning on sitting him for the next 2-3 years, he ain't touching the field until he's 27. So it's like what are we doing? And then like the Jets, I don't know if you realize the Jets just traded their first round quarterback from about 3 years ago, and they traded him for like a seventh round pick, if I'm not mistaken. I forget the kid name, but they was comparing him to Patrick Mahomes and all this, that, and the third, and he ain't never panned out to be no Patrick Mahomes, and he just got traded for a seventh round pick. So it's like, what are y'all doing, Atlanta? Like, what is going on? So, and then both of these guys are kind of hurt. Kirk Cousins is coming off an Achilles injury. As good as Michael Penix Jr. is, he's had season-ending injuries at least 3 out of the 6 times of his college career. The last time we seen him playing against Michigan, he struggled because Michigan applied a lot of pressure. And you could physically see that he got hurt during the game when he tried to play through the hurt. So you got two injury ridden type of guys leading your franchise. I just don't get it for the ninth overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought those picks stood out the most to me, as far as those. And shout out to Roma Doomsday. Roma Doomsday, this dude is nice, bro. Like, he's nice receiver from Washington. He gets to go to the Bears at the number 9 pick, giving Caleb Williams somebody to throw to. I thought that was interesting because honestly, I would have took Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams if I was the Bears. Me personally, I think he's a better downfield passer. He works better, in my opinion, off script. He's better on script. And I mean, the thing about Caleb Williams is that off script, he does his wild plays are like wow. But Jaden Daniels just won a Heisman because of his ability to give you those wild moments and give you that steady play. So, to each his own. So we're gonna see how this season shape up. Should be an exciting one. I'm looking forward to football season. All right, moving on to our next segment. Our next segment is brought to you by Bravo Section. Make sure y'all go to bigbravosection.com. Again, bigbravosection.com to get your sorry, to book your latest session with one of the best photographers in the world, especially if you're in the Miami area. If you're not, you still book the session and fly out to you and take care of your session. Again, bigbravosection.com. You got a petty thought for us?
Yes, sir. All right. So you know how I do. I got petty words for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So the first word out the Black's Law Dictionary book is frivolous. The term of frivolous means of little weight or importance. A pleading is frivolous when it is clearly insufficient on its face and does not controvert the material points of the opposite pleading. and it is presumably interposed for the mere purposes of delay or to embarrass the opponent. Uh, to embarrass the opponent can present no rational argument based upon the evidence or law in support of the claim or evidence. So that the word was frivolous. Next word is the word man. The legal definition of man is a human being, a person, the person of a male, of the male sex, a male of the human species above the age of puberty. And the law term is, in its most extended sense, the term includes not only the adult male sex of the human species, but women and children. In feudal law, a vassal, a tenant, or feudatory, the Anglo-Saxon relation of lord and man was originally purely personal and founded on mutual contract. All right. Next term is consumption. All right. The act or process of consuming waste, decay, or destruction, using up anything as food, natural resources, heat or time. All right. Next word is contempt, a willful disregard or disobedience of public authority. Common law contempt, contempt of Congress, contempt of court, and direct contempt are all examples of contempt. And last word on the Black's Law Dictionary list is contingency. All right, so contingency means something that may or may not happen. Quality of being, contingent or casual. The possibility, the causality. The fortuitous event which comes without design, foresight, or expectation. All right. So these were the terms for Black's Law. You have frivolous, man, consumption, contempt, and contingency. So if y'all got words y'all want me to look up, I'll definitely look them up for you for our next episode. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Those words, y'all got to make sure that, like, these words are so important that, again, we use these words on a regular basis and we don't pay attention to, like, these words that are used in contracts, that's used in everyday life, that's used in everyday lingo, and it goes completely over our head. So I continue to enjoy the words that you're looking up. So that's lit. All right.
Facts.
So moving on to our last segment of the night. Keep the lie live.
Keep the lie live.
Lie live. Our keep the lie live segment tonight is, I get tired of people using the words, and I don't want to say tired, but it's such an outdated lingo because it's not realistic. When people say stay safe, when people say stay safe, it's like this thing where it's so like routinely said, and like you can't be safe out here. You have to be dangerous to be safe. So the term "stay safe" is like this misnomer that is like be on the defensive, like you're defending other people's BS when you need to be offensive and you need to be dangerous because most times if somebody's going to do something to you, they have to know you're going to do something to them. So stay dangerous is a concept that's it's a concept that we need to really practice. When you know, for example, we all come from a neighborhood where there's like the tough guy from the neighborhood, right? And he got that reputation of being tough. How many people from your neighborhood actually try him? Nobody, right? So because he stays in a dangerous mindset, in a dangerous mode, he stays with peace. Simple and plain. But it's not just from a fighting standpoint. That's just from a world standpoint. That could also be used uh in a way of contracts from a place of power. You could also use that in a way of work. at a place or in the corporate world, not having to physically put your hands on somebody, but being prepared for the moment. So staying dangerous is a concept that will more so benefit than you than to stay safe. It's like be aware that you're not about to get fucked over. It's staying safe. But if you stay dangerous, it's like you don't even have to worry about being fucked over because that person know not to play with you. Or that company know not to play with you because they put respect on your name. They're gonna say, all right, we're gonna come back with this instead of trying to run the game on you. So staying dangerous is more of a concept that people need to practice and use so that way they can find their peace.
Mhm.
Simple and plain. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I get it. Like, stay dangerous or stay safe. Like, I get the point of it and all that. Yeah, yeah, staying dangerous, staying aware, staying on point. Definitely attributes in today's society or any time. You know what I'm saying? Being aware of your surroundings, knowing where everything is. Just be mindful of where you at, who's around you and stuff like that, and just, you know what I'm saying, just always be aware, son. Just always be aware. That's about pretty much it, son. And then when it's time to get down, like, that's where the dangerous part come in. You know what I'm saying? So if you're aware, then you can stay 5, 10 steps ahead. And when it comes down to it, if you need to get dangerous, then you need to get dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Because unfortunately, like there's a lady in I believe Houston, Texas, that just lost her life. She was an Uber driver, and she went to go. She went to stop at. She went somewhere to one of the residents' homes to drop something off or whatever the case may be, and the resident came out and killed her.
Mm.
So supposedly, this person killed her because they got intel that it was somebody on their way to kill you. But these are two, I would say, I don't want to say elderly, but these are two older people. We're talking about a woman that was probably like in her 60s and a man that's probably like in his late 60s, early 70s. It was a scam. Yeah, I don't. This has been on news for the past week. It's been on the news for the past week where this lady lost her life for delivering. This is video footage where the lady's like walking up and the man is backing her down with a gun.
Hmm.
So I don't know that to be a scam. Um, but she got killed for. Oh, yeah, she got killed. She got killed. Yeah, she got killed for it. Yeah, yeah, that it was a fact. So again, probably when she left that day, somebody gonna say from a family, be safe, stay safe. So it's like you being on the offensive. You know what I'm saying? It's not her fault that she's doing her job and not have to realize she got to pack a damn Uzi just to do Uber lifts or rides or Uber Eats or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So, but if that man would have known better, because if he would have seen another man, let's keep it real. If he would have seen another man, it wouldn't have probably played out that way. Because in his mind, a man is going to be just as dangerous as him. But because he saw a woman and she's an older woman just like him, he backs her down with the gun and takes her life. And there's too many instances of that just going on in the world where people just take advantage of other people because the mindset is trying to get away, trying to stay safe. But if somebody is aware of the consequences, then 9 times out of 10 they're going to think twice. So that's why I believe people have to adopt the concept of staying dangerous. That's why a lot of people, like, believe it or not, y'all, like, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, right? That's not the part you can't believe. You could hear it in my tone, right? But in Brooklyn or in New York City itself, there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of gunplay in New York City. In Florida, in Texas, even though we heard that situation of gunplay, there's not a lot of gun violence in Florida and Texas compared to New York. And the reason why I say those three states in comparison, because if you get caught in New York with a gun, it is over. It is over. You're going to do mandatory time. Mandatory. States like Florida, Texas, it's legal for you to carry your guns. You could bust your gun out here. You can bust your gun. You can carry your joint. If you have the proper license, you can carry your joint open carry. Even if you don't have your license, if you have it locked in your car, you can have a gun. Simple and plain. But it's not as much shooting violence overall in Florida and Texas like it is in New York.
Facts.
Because people what? Stay dangerous. You don't know what people have. So because of that, there's a peace level that's among. So it's like, yo, if you bust, I'm busting back, bro. So there's something to staying dangerous that keeps you, me, and our family safe. So, just wanted to wrap it up with that. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. This has been a pleasure. This is episode 50. This is our 50th episode, man. Our 50th episode. When we first started, I know I couldn't see 50 episodes. I was hoping for 50 episodes. We hoping for 50 more and more and more to keep going on and on. Um, I think it's so dope. Like, people don't realize how much 50 is. Like, if this was a network TV show, we'll be 50 more episodes away from being syndicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how dope that milestone is. And we want to thank y'all for being a part of that ride with us, pause, and supporting us and helping us grow the channel. And y'all telling people to tune in, because despite sometimes with our chat, like we get a good chat list, but our chat list doesn't match our actual statistics of the show. So I know sometimes it'll show, this amount of people in the chat is actually more. So I want to thank you guys for really supporting us, because when we get off and I send my brother the statistics, he's like, damn, like it was that many people. I was like, yeah. So I want to thank you guys. I really want to thank you, and it's only going to get bigger and better, pause, moving forward. I promise you. I guarantee it. Anything you want to say regarding our 50th episode?
Now, I appreciate y'all always. The chat, y'all the best. I don't think nobody got a better chat than we do. Y'all always keep us laughing, entertaining. Appreciate y'all for tuning in on 50. Like my bro said, we're gonna go on to 50 more and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. We're gonna be back this Sunday at 10:30, y'all. We on every Thursday and Sunday at 10:30 p.m. It's been a pleasure. I thank y'all for tuning in tonight, man. For those on the rewatch, make sure y'all continue to hit these like buttons, man. It helps with the show. Continue to comment on the rewatches. Again, it helps with the show. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We almost at 5,000 for the channel. So again, yo, it's been a pleasure, man. And I get to do this with my brother, man. Like, I don't think y'all understand. A lot of people don't get to do like this stuff with people that they hold in high regard. And this is my brother, and I get to do this with my brother. So, and with y'all always make it funny and interesting. So, man, shout out to the sponsors of the show, Bravo Section, Button Snaps, and OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me up on Instagram at Ashley Lovechild, or you can reach my brother on his Instagram at
Bravo section _
So make sure, again, if you want to be one of the sponsors of the show, you hit us at either or Instagram and promote your product or whatever you got going on. Damn. You know how it is. We don't want to go, but you know what I'm saying? We will be back this Sunday at 10:30. Tell a friend. Continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Continue to show us that love on the rewatch. Leave comments on those rewatches as well, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Also, look out for the new show, Overstand. That's on every Monday at 9:30. Overstand. Why understand when you go overstand? 9:30 Mondays every week. We're gonna do an episode, our first episode of my brother, interviewing my brother from another mother, Santana. We're gonna share his story with y'all. So make sure y'all tune in Monday at 9:30. All right. It's always love, y'all. See y'all Sunday, 10:30. You already know. 50th episode. We out of here.
Yeah.